Right, so Elon Musk, the man who once sold flamethrowers as a side hustle, is now in charge of government stuff. Who could have seen that coming, right? Anyway, part of his grand plan for America involved creating a website, Doge.gov, meant to track his Department of Government efficiency. It sounds like something a 5-year-old would come up with while playing SimCity, but here we are. The idea, as far as we can tell, was to show everyone how efficient the Doge initiative is. Like a digital trophy cabinet, but for bureaucracy. Only problem is someone forgot to lock the cabinet. And by someone we mean, well, probably someone on Elon's team. This wasn't just some minor design flaw, no sir. This was a full-blown security vulnerability, the kind that makes cyber-security experts wake up in a cold sweat. It essentially meant that any bozo with a Wi-Fi connection and a bit of coding know-how could waltz into Doge.gov and mess around with the content. And because the internet is basically a giant playground for trolls, that's exactly what happened. Now, the website itself wasn't exactly top-secret government intel. It mostly mirrored Musk's ramblings on his favorite social media platform, which is a whole other can of worms. But still, the fact that anyone could edit it was a bit like leaving the keys to the White House in a shopping cart. Sure, nothing too bad might happen, but it's not exactly a good look, is it? It all kicked off when a couple of tech-savvy folks, and by that, I mean people who probably spend their weekends building robots in their garage, discovered the flaw. Instead of, doing something sensible like reporting it quietly, they decided to have a bit of fun. Entries like, "This is a joke of A.gov site," and "These experts left their database open. Roro started popping up faster than potholes on a British motorway." You could almost hear the collective facepalm of every cybersecurity professional in the country. So, how did this digital disaster happen? Well, see, the website was built using something called Cloudflare pages, which is basically a fancy way of saying it wasn't hosted on any official government servers. That's strike one. Strike two is that the database, the big digital filing cabinet where all the website's information was stored, was left wide open. It's like forgetting to close your car door in a dodgy neighborhood. You're practically begging for trouble, the cherry on top. The whole thing went live on February 11th, 2025. By February 14th, the security flaws were public knowledge. It took less time for Doge.gov to be compromised than it takes for my local council to answer the phone. Look, I enjoy a good internet prank as much as the next guy. But this whole Doge.gov debacle highlights a serious issue. Website security, especially for government sites, is bloody crucial. I mean, imagine if hackers got hold of something actually important, like the launch codes for... No, never mind, those are probably scribbled on a post-it note somewhere anyway, but you get the point. Vulnerabilities like this erode trust and, frankly, make those in charge look like they're about as tech-savvy as my grandma trying to work a VCR. So the next time someone mentions Doge.gov, try not to laugh. Or, you know what, go ahead and laugh. It's probably the most appropriate response.